Welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. I am your host, Tatiana, and I am a master mindset coach, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create your best life possible. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, life, happiness, and success, then you are in the right place. My goal with this podcast is to help you see the potential within yourself, to be able to break the limiting beliefs and habits that are holding you back, and to help you feel inspired to get clear with who you are in order to create the life you desire. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get into today's episode. Hi, love. Welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. I had a epiphany, aha moment. I connected all the dots today, download. And I was just like, I need to share this, right? And so I actually went on Instagram Live a couple hours ago to share that moment, share the stories, share the message I felt called to share with you. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do, at Tatiana_Kuto. And by the time this is released, it might be like a week or two from today. But I really wanted to just come on here and share this with you because this moment, this aha moment, really just shook me to my core. And I was like, this makes sense. Our soul already knows. Your higher self already knows. What? You know what I mean? So let me just get into it. So, the work I do is really helping women really discover who they are, help them connect to their soul, their higher self, their intuition, so that they can go and pursue their purpose and fulfill that purpose. Because we're all spiritual beings in this, earth. And we all have purposes, we have one life to live. I don't think God put us on this earth to be miserable, to be sitting at a desk job that you hate. No, that's a no. I overcame that. You're not meant. That's not your purpose, right? And when I work with my clients, I always say, your purpose isn't always not what you do. It's who you are. It's who you be, right? So let's talk about the aha moment. So today, I just felt really called to look back on this recording I had in this journal entry I did with a coach of mine at the time, and I was brought through this meditation, connecting myself to my higher self, right? And asking what was my purpose, what message did I need to hear, yada yada. And this was back in May of 2019, and the message I got was that I was put here to help women feel worthy, help women discover who they are, their passions, ignite their potentials, to help them see their worth, and to help guide them into stepping into their true self, stepping into their power to be able to live a fulfilled life. And I'm watching and reading this, and I'm giggling because I'm like, that's what I fucking do now. Whoa. Okay. The reason why I'm like, whoa, is because back in May of 2019, I was just doing health and weight loss coaching, and I thought that was my purpose, helping women feel good and confident in their skin. So when I don't even know why I browned that out. It just is what it is. But fast forward 2 or 3 weeks of that month of that year, I went to this conference with my friends, wicked last minute. My friend Kat paid for my ticket. She just felt like I knew I had to be there. It was Bethel out in LA, and I got prophesied on. And this was the moment I thought I really got confirmation or a knowing in my soul of what I was meant to do, because the woman didn't know me. And I have this recorded. This is a 10-minute prophecy. It was the most, I was in tears and goosebumps and shaking because it just felt so right to my heart, to my soul. And essentially what she said was what I had got, what message I received back May 9th, right? That I'm here to help ignite the passions and potential in women, to help them see their worth, help them step into that. Whether that's starting a business or being the best nurse you can, it doesn't matter. It's being the best you and making sure you are on the path and fulfilling your purpose. So I always thought that was the moment. And if you don't know my story, I laugh because I always say I knew what I was meant to do back in May of 2019, end of May. But I didn't start doing this type of coaching until beginning of February of 2020. And why was that? Because I had fears. I had limiting beliefs around becoming a mindset and life empowerment coach that I am and helping people with the way I help them now. And I always giggle at this because if my story, just really briefly, I feared that people wouldn't take me serious or like, who am I? I'm so young to be a life coach. Or the biggest one was the limiting belief of, I need to earn 6 figures as a health and weight loss coach before I can even transition into any type of coaching. That's a huge fucking limiting belief, you guys. Like, come on. Says who? Of course, I'm not going to hit 6 figures being a health coach because that wasn't a part of my purpose. There was more to what I was doing. I was already doing mindset and life coaching with my health clients, but I just wasn't calling myself that. You feel me? So in January 2020, that's when I quote unquote had a failed launch. I don't believe in failure, but failed. And that's when my coach had just randomly appeared in my life. He brought me through a very similar visualization. Who am I? What do I want? And the same message for the 3rd time came up. And so this morning I'm laughing because I'm literally like, wow, God literally was trying to give me so many different signs of like, Tati, make a shift. This is your purpose. Tati, do this. Tati, do that. And I just wasn't listening because I was fearful and I was listening to my limiting beliefs, right? So it just all made sense. It just came full circle of like, your soul knows, and you're going to get a visualization, an image, a desire, a conversation with someone. You'll go through it. Like, your soul knows what your purpose here is for. It is your job to listen, to trust, to believe, ask guidance, and actually take the physical action to fulfill that purpose, right? Who must you become to be that person? What do you need to be doing to do that? Obviously, my purpose, I couldn't be an engineer and fulfill my purpose because no, that wasn't it. It makes sense. Life coach. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I wanted to just share this message because your soul already knows. Your higher self, your intuition already knows. Well, we need to learn how to get out of our fucking heads and tap into our hearts and into, we know it. We need to believe in ourselves. We need to overcome the fear and overcome the limiting beliefs. Like I had to, right? And I had a 3, things. But like literally God and universe will create something sometimes to smack you in the face, right? Like, for me, it first started with like, I hated my engineering job. I don't even remember the moment, but I had a horrible conversation with my boss and I just had enough. And I just knew this wasn't it, right? I had a failed launch in January of 2020 when everybody is trying to lose weight. I maybe signed up 1 person. I don't even remember. Like, what? That's not normal. That's not what happened last year at that time, right? So like, shit, sometimes when you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is going on? The world's ending. It's really just opening a door for you to actually help you get back on path, back on alignment to step into your power. Your soul already knows. It's time to listen and trust. So I want you to take a second here and I want you to take a deep breath. And as you exhale, relax. Maybe put your hand on your heart. Maybe you take out a journal and you write the answers to some of these questions. What are you pretending not to know? What is it that, you know what I mean? Like, what are you pretending not to know? What are you currently interested in? What lights up your heart, your soul? What are you passionate about? What could you go on hours helping someone with or talking to someone with or whatever it is? What are you interested in? What, if you could do anything in the world, if money didn't exist or money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your life? As a job, your day-to-day, like what would you do? Would you be in the job that you're doing now and being a nurse and helping people get better and taking care of them? Would you be feeding the homeless? Would you be doing the desk job that you might not love and you maybe actually hate right now? Like what would you be doing, right? And lastly, hold your heart and say, what is your heart telling you or trying to tell you? What is your intuition, your higher self, your soul? What is she trying to tell you? What nudges have you been getting? What is it? Maybe this episode is the last string for you to be like, what am I doing? I need to get out of this career, this relationship, this environment, this state, whatever it is. Your soul already knows. It's time for you to start listening and trusting and taking the action to do that. You feel me? And I get it. If you're sitting here like, this just seems overwhelming. I don't really know who I am or what I want or what my purpose is or how the frick do I, actually find out. Those questions aren't helping me. Or, okay, maybe I know, but now I know the fears and limiting beliefs, but how do I overcome those? Well, that's what I get to help you with. That is what I help my clients with, to help you discover who you are, connect back to your soul and your higher self, tap into your tuition, overcome the baggage, the fears and limiting beliefs, so then that you can step into your power and live and create your dream life and feel the most happy and fulfilled you get to be. And if you feel called to go deeper and to actually put the work in and commit to yourself, let's do it. I have 2 spots open right now for one-on-one coaching. You can apply with the link in the description box, or you can join the next round, the group coaching round, which will be in January 2022, which is so crazy to say. But at the end of the day, your heart and your soul already knows. And I think this all came up because I was recording a higher self meditation, like connecting to your higher self for my clients. And this just happened, and I just felt so inspired, and I wanted to share. And if that is something that you're like, oh my God, please, Tati, post a higher self meditation on YouTube or podcast, let me know. Send me a DM, send me a message, send me an email, or you know what? Better yet, take a screenshot of this, tag me, and be like, please create and share a higher self meditation. I would love to do that. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to share the message that your heart already knows. You already know. It's time for you to start slowing down and listening. Sound good? You feel me? Well, thank you for listening. I hope this resonated. And I hope you all are having an amazing, radiant day. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't following me already, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. I appreciate you so much and cannot wait to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, continue to shine bright and embrace your radiance.